Does this quesadilla have cheese?
Is a taco a sandwich?
What's 2 + 2?
Is cereal considered soup?
Where is concentrate from?
Was Canada a state?
It's pronounced Arkansas, right?
Ask a Stupid Question Day. Established by teachers in the 1980s, this U.S. holiday is celebrated by students and teachers, falling on September 28th or the last school day of September. It is a day that celebrates asking silly or ridiculous questions while having the courage to sound uneducated or even stupid. Mrs. Galgani, a teacher here at Howard W. Blake High School, has a couple words to say on the matter.
For me, the stupidest question is, may I ask a question? I'm like, yes, ask me the good question, I'm ready. Because that's the way we all learn, and when you're thinking that question, there's probably 2 others that are thinking a similar question but are afraid to articulate it. I always tell stories about stupid things I've done or events happen that I remember and try to get students to feel comfortable in this environment and safe so that they can have a question as they try to think out the process of what they're learning. That's part of getting more secure and growing up. I love all the teachable moments, and it's okay for my lesson plan to veer based on questions because that's when I reassess.
If you're still wondering why we celebrate weird questions so much, Mrs. Jones, another teacher here at Howard W. Blake, has a couple things to say.
I think some students are afraid to ask certain questions because they're afraid of the response that they might get from their teacher. To that student, that question is not a dumb question, that is a legitimate question. What we need to do a better job of as educators is just making sure that we can open up the floor in our classrooms to students. I always tell my students that my classroom is an open classroom environment. I think that all of us bring different levels of education and intelligence to the table. I just don't like the word dumb. I don't use that word in my class, nor do I use stupid. I don't think that they would ever feel comfortable enough asking another question again if their classmates or their teacher used dumb or stupid to characterize anything that that student said or did. I think that we should definitely celebrate students being able to speak freely in the classroom, appropriately, of course. There's always appropriate times that we set in place during our instruction that students should be able to ask questions.
From the WBUZ, I'm Isabella Rose Lamb.